Greetings! My name is Nino Castro and this is the Indigo Alchemist. If you are a denim enthusiast and want to learn more about how denim is made nowadays, this is your channel. Make sure to subscribe to be on top of the latest techniques for denim finishes on the market. This video is part of a group of tutorials focused on laser design for denim. Enough talk, let's get hands-on. In this video, you will learn how to play with raw picture settings to get a suitable start for a vintage laser design. With this tutorial, you will be able to enhance your pictures without losing quality. As a matter of fact, if you have any DGS camera, you should use it in RAW mode always. We will only focus on a few that will help to achieve our goal. And if you are able to control your lighting and setup to be the same for every single shooting, this will help you to automate this process once you've done the first. I'll have a video about this and will update the description. Also, to get the right grayscale balance, we will have to go through some concepts that I will elaborate in another video. To get started, open your raw image with extension .nef, CRW or DCR. The extension will depend on the camera the image was shot with. Since I'm using a Nikon, this would be NEF. Double-click on the image and Adobe Camera Raw should open. If it does not, you'll need to install Lightroom most probably. Once in RAW, you can observe we have a bazillion of options. In this case, we want our final output to be a black and white picture. So let's change the profile to monochromatic. If you're only looking for a simple picture enhancement, stick to colored profiles instead. RAW images are 16-bit and will allow us to control better the white balance and exposure than starting from a JPEG. They are non-destructive, which means you can modify the file and it will convert and open as a copy in Photoshop. You can reset anytime or even continue to work where you left it. Let's play with color first. To keep it simple when adjusting a color image, stick to global settings like exposure or white balance in the basic menu. Play around and pick your favorite. Use texture to blur or enhance. Control the fade with clarity and dehaze. To boost the color, play with vibrance or saturation. Thus vibrance is easier to control. In the detail menu, we can adjust grain and sharpness. In optics, you can correct physical flaws inherited to your camera and lens. Effects will give you an additional grain adjustment. Once you're done, open a copy and you're ready to use your image. You can always return to your RAW file and start all over again or pick up where you left. Now, to prepare the picture for a laser file, you should work in the Monochrome option. In the basic settings, keep exposure to a max and the rest to a minimum, since there is no color, no vibrance, no saturation. Adjust the texture depending if you want to inherit the texture or want to start with a smooth surface and add texture later. Clarity and dehaze will allow you to set the fade range of your design. Noise reduction on detail and grain in effects will give you one more level. You might need several trials before you reach the best result for your project. The best way to control your fade is in black and white mixer. Aquas for highlights, blues for mid-range, and purples for shadows. Let's make some examples and invert them in Photoshop. We will compare them side by side to see the difference. Let's fast forward this, shall we? As you see, different settings give you alternative outputs depending on your final goal. In any case, all of these images are a good start but need some more fade and highlights to become the perfect laser design. I strongly recommend to save your settings you worked hard on with a very descriptive name as a XMP file. This way, You can always go back and automate this step if you control your lighting, background, and setup. I hope you find these tricks useful. Let me know your comments below, and thanks for watching.